This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of Superman and Lois, Season 3, Episode 3, In Cold Blood. And there will be spoilers for this episode, so let's go straight into it. And honestly, this was a really good episode once again. This has been a really solid season so far, and it's really just so interesting for it to be setting everything up. And honestly, I'm really excited to see where this goes. There's some pretty interesting reveals in this, and the most interesting one is that they're using Superman's blood to go and create superhumans to go up against him. And although it is, I think, really predictable, like the moment before they say it, that it's going to be Superman's blood. But before that, I don't think you could really see that coming. And honestly, it was pretty interesting to see. And I really did enjoy everything that went on with it because it was pretty fun to see. And honestly, just going and continuing on, everything with Lois is done really amazing. I think that the actress did such a great job, and her showing just how problematic things are for her, and her not really wanting to give in, but knowing that she has to, was just really well done. And I think that this really would connect with anyone who has a close family member going through a battle with cancer. And personally, I have not experienced it to people that I'm extremely close to, although there are people I know who have done it, but they are not extremely close, and I'm not going to go too more in depth with that. But I'd really be interested to see what people who have had these experiences were, and honestly, as long as you are comfortable talking about it, I would be at least interested to hear in the comments how relatable this is, because that's something that honestly I have not experienced, but also will never hope to experience. So this is something that honestly I would want to know, but it feels very relatable the way it's written and very, very human. And I also think it's interesting to see Superman having these nightmares where he is, I believe at first he is just barely able to save his wife, but with it, once he has gone past this and sees that she is kind of ignoring her treatments, he's having the nightmares change to him not be able to save her, and it's just really terrifying for him and everyone else. And this is just such a great show and such a well written episode. I really did think that this was done well. And moving on to the other two side stories with this, there is the smaller one where Jonathan is trying to get his car back, and Hansel's doing it away so his girlfriend's father doesn't get in trouble. And I think that this really was just a nice little story and shows how really they are becoming closer with Natalie, but also just to see how much they're improving in their fighting skills and just have a nice little thing with the new actor so we could get used to him. So I think that was all really nice, and I like that they're giving us a lot of stuff with him so we could get used to this new actor. But honestly, that was really interesting, and the really small part with Lana and everything going on with her. I think that was done well, but it's just personally the part that I don't care about too much. And just to talk a little more about the Lois stuff, since I was just mainly talking about her reactions and everything with her going up against everything with Mannheim and trying to investigate into it. It still is an interesting story, and it's one of those things where the character has to be taking these treatments, and we also want to see the story progress, and we know how dedicated Lois Lane is to her job since she's just one of the most dedicated characters probably in fiction to their job. And I really am interested to see where this goes because it is pretty interesting to see and really is well written. I just can't wait to see what happens in this show, and I am so excited to see it continue. They definitely did such a great job, and I want to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.